Today, on the 70th anniversary and on Human Rights Day, I launched my MERS Charter on Rights in the City, which is a declaration for a rights-based society within Belfast and to advocate for that rights and equality agenda. I then came out into the front of City Hall where there were campaign groups who have been out on the streets over the last couple of years demanding their rights within society around an Irish Language Act, around women's rights, around LGBT rights and the right to marry who you love, and with campaign groups of those who've been impacted by our conflict to demand a time for truth and for their rights to be instilled. I came out to show my support for them to get engaged in my conversation about rights in the city, and I was delighted and honoured to join those campaign groups here today. We are 20 years after the Good Friday Agreement, 50 years after the Civil Rights Movement, and indeed 70 years of the signing of the International Declaration. Now is our time to recommit ourselves to a Belfast Declaration on rights and equality within our city.
70 years ago, the UN had a declaration around human rights. In 2018, there's almost 10,000 families living in housing stress. 3 and 4 generations are being reared under the same roof. There is massive overcrowding and this needs to change. Everyone has a right to a home. Housing has been an issue that has been around for decades. Housing inequality needs to change. Systemic inequality needs to change. What we need to do is provide housing based on need and not on creed.
One of the big issues at the moment around human rights for us here in the north is legacy, and actually right across this island is legacy, and we're again saying that people deserve the truth, they need to get the truth. That is a basic human right. We need the legacy inquest to be dealt with again, a basic right for families to have an inquest into the death of their loved ones.
Today is World Human Rights Day. One of the big issues that I want to focus on today and every other day is mental health. I was delighted to see that the issue of mental health was raised and addressed in the MERS Charter for Belfast. Mental health is an issue that we need to be promoting and addressing at all levels of society on a continuous basis.
Well, mar chuid lá idirnáisiúnta de ceart déana mar chuid de seo lú cart an ard mhara tá muidir ríis an seo I géirí go mbeadh ach na Gaeilge ach de tafuntach ach de seasan leis líon curtha a bhaim mar atá a digital fonne siar an evil farsha agus muidir fud fad na sé condaí agus mar a bhí gealtaí Kilreevin British Jamie and O'Him.
Delighted to see such a large crowd today with the Mayor launching her Charter on Human Rights. I think it is a very important day. One of the biggest issues that we face in our constituency office is dealing with people with regards to welfare reform, and it has been a massive issue for the last number of years. So human rights is all about ensuring people have the quality of life. Our party will continue to campaign for people with regards to some of the mitigation packages as well that has been put in to protect some of the most vulnerable people in society. That's what we're about, that's what World International Day is about, and we have to ensure that that is delivered for all those people who may not have as much benefits as what they possibly should have, but also they are entitled to a quality of life, and that has to be addressed.